Alright, the first of the two form requirements for the Kids Kempo Karate Red Stripe, the last level here, is Advanced Form 2. And Advanced Form 2 is going to take all the techniques that we learn in this level, put them into a form, so you can check the techniques one at a time. I'll be calling them out as we get to them. They're taught separately, of course, also, and then this puts them all together. So whether they're practicing their techniques or they're practicing the form, they're practicing the self-defense the whole time that way. And it kind of sets the stage for what the advanced, the adult stuff is going to do later, is that as you're learning these self-defense techniques, it comparts the forms that you do as well in the Kempo Karate for Christ system. So, Advanced Form 2, just like Advanced Form 1, is going to begin from our salutation. And our first attack is, again, going to be a bear hug attack, but this time the bear hug is, your arms are free this time, they're not pinned. And we're going to go with crashing elbows. It's going to be our first technique as the start. So, from our salutation, immediately both hands shoot back towards the eyes here. Person's behind you, reach back with our hands first towards the eyes, and then reach up, and as you do, step over with the right hand, and you're going to elbow down. You want both elbows to come down onto their forearms here. So as they elbow down, don't have them be elbowing to this position. It's not to chamber. You want to actually elbow like you're going to elbow yourself in the side here into the stomach, right? Hit it hard so that those elbows are driving right down on the attacker who's got you in this bear hug. We want to hit his arms and break that hold open there. So dropping the weight, everything, boom, crashes down. That's why it's called crashing elbows. Elbows crash down onto their forearms. And then we step forward with the right foot, and you're going to pivot towards the back, towards 6 o'clock, with a left outward elbow to the chin. Right? So that's the first technique as it starts. We do salutation, shoots back, crashing elbows, comes down, we step forward as we break the hold, and elbow here. We're going to go right into the next technique here, and the next technique is going into our step through punch. So I'm going to advance with the left and outward block with the left here. And on the count, as we do with the count, that's actually our step one is both the outward block followed by the step through punch that happens after that. Step two, we're checking the arm. We're going to cross punch over that arm, rolling out. I'm going to back fist high to the temple and front leg side kick to his knee. All right. So from the top, we've got our crashing elbows. We go right into step through punch. And the count will go 1, then 2, punch, back fist, side kick. Now from that side kick, I'm going to step into step 3. And step 3 is going to open up with an inward block, and it's whipping back fist, right? The last version of it here, our red stripe versions. Block, and we back fist strike. Here is boom, boom, that's step 3. 4 is the cross punch. Uppercut, the hook, or the back fist, and then the hook punch there. Right? So the count here will go 3, block, back fist, 4, cross punch, uppercut, back fist, hook. Right? So the counts first we have our crashing elbow, then step through punch, then whipping back fist. Now we're going to step back for buckling knee. Right, the kick, we block the kick, left foot kick, and then immediately roundhouse kick to the standing leg. There is our count 5. So 5 will go here, followed by the kick. There, buckling knee. Right? And then from here, step 6 is going to be our wedge here. So step 6, we're going to advance with the left foot, using that wedge, coming up for that two-hand lapel grab. And then step 7 is we're wrapping, and we elbow, pivot, hammer fist. There. So let's put that much together again. Advanced Form 2 starts with our salutation. First, our crashing elbows. Over, return, elbow strike. Then we start with a count. 1 is step through punch. Then 2 is the rest of it. Cross punch, back fist, side kick. Step 1 is the whipping back fist. Step 2 is the rest of it. Cross punch, uppercut, back fist, hook. Now, sorry, that was step 3 and 4. 5 is downward block, roundhouse for buckling knee. And then 6 and 7 is the wedge. 6 is step forward and wedge. 7 is wrap and elbow, pivot, hammer fist, right? Which takes us to our big step 8, which is our rolling wrist. Step forward with the left, we roll out and grab, that cross grab. We're going to pull him into a roundhouse kick, We plant down with the cross punch and pull the arm, and that's the hey! That's when the shout happens, right? So just up to step 8 from our salutation goes spear hands and then crashing elbows. Then step through punch. 1, 2, whipping back fist. 3, 4, buckling knee. 5, the wedge. 6 and 7, rolling wrist. 8. Ace! Now, as we go to step 9, this transition of the rear cross, when we turn there, we've done that in every form. Now it becomes the technique, right? This was our spinning escape technique, where they've got you in a rear chokehold. So as you step forward, we're going to tuck low, slip underneath those arms, and there's that right reach hand strike to the groin that happens there at step 9. And as you come up, we're ready to do our the rest of step 9 going this way. So that little transition adds a technique, and it's all part of step 9. So step 8 again, that rolling wrist grab, roundhouse kick, punch, hey! Step 9 first starts with spinning escape, and then it finishes with the first part of weaving maces, which is the inward block, punch low, back fist. All right, that's the rest of 9 is the first part of weaving maces. Block, under, back out with the back fist. And then 10 is the rest of weaving maces. We come back over again, as you knock those arms down, over punch, outward hammer fist. There. This is step 10, right? So all the way up through step 10, from the start, we have our crashing elbows here, elbow strike, and then step through punch. 1, 2, whipping back fist. 3, I should say. 3, 4, buckling knee. 5, the wedge. 6, 7, and rolling wrist. 8. Hey! 9 is spinning escape into weaving maces. And then 10, the rest of weaving maces. Right? 11, we're going to pivot inward hammer fist. Immediately with that outward block palm strike. Then we do front kick off the left, plant back, inward hammer fist, low hammer fist. There. So the count on that will be step, that's 9, 10, 11 is here, 12 is the kick, hammer fist, there. All the way up, and then 13 is again just like 5, buckling knee again, downward block, roundhouse kick. Right? 14 is going to be the wedge, 14 and 15. 14, first the wedge, 15 we wrap, upward elbow, downward hammer fist, and then 16 is that rolling wrist. We grab, roundhouse, and hey! Good. So, up to 16, whole form. First, our salutation, we have crashing elbows. Boom. And we have step through punch. 1, 2, whipping back fist. 3, 4, buckling knee. 5, the wedge. 6, 7, rolling wrist. 8, hey! Spinning escape. 9, into weaving maces. And 10, rest of weaving maces. 11 starts inward hammer fist. 12 finishes inward hammer fist. 13, again, buckling knee. 14 and 15, 14, the wedge. 15, the rest of the wedge. 16 is rolling wrist, grab, roundhouse, and ace! So again, 17, as we go to 17, again we have our spinning escape. We spin under, get to the groin again, just like we did with step 9. And we're going to come out right into finishing up just like we did with step 1. It's going to repeat there, right? Just like 1, only it adds that spinning escape transition. We go right into step through punch again. 17, 18 is the rest. We check punch over, back fist, side kick. 19, first part of whipping back fist, we block back fist. And 20 is the finish, cross punch, uppercut, back fist, hook, Now even after 20, it's going to finish with one more crashing elbows. Here, step back to close. That's the whole form of advanced form 2. Watch one more time. So from the start, we do our crashing elbows, then step through punch. Into whipping back fist, buckling knee, the wedge, rolling wrist, ace, spinning escape, into weaving maces, into inward hammer fist, back to buckling knee, back to the wedge, back to rolling wrist, ace, back to step through punch, and finish with whipping back fist. Then one more time, we do our crashing elbows and back to close. All right, that's advanced form 2. That sets up, that uses all 9 techniques all the way through the whole form. A lot like we did with advanced form 1, only there were 8. So the 9th one is that little transition there for the choke from behind, the spinning escape. Kind of sneaks its way in there. That's the whole thing for advanced form 2. You practice that along with your techniques. Again, the sequence is different when you're studying the techniques. We go in a different sequence than we do in the actual form. That allows for a little bit of confusion, but not a whole lot, because ultimately it's about just knowing how to respond to these attacks, not necessarily what order they come in. Isn't quite as important. So that's advanced form 2. Practice that. There's only one more form in the red stripe level, and that's short form 1, which is also a requirement in the adult program's first level, yellow belt. Yellow belt has to do short form 1, but in yellow belt we do both sides. It does a mirror image of it. For the kids class, we're only going to do 1/2. The first 8 counts, just 1/2 of that, what the yellow belts do both sides to. And then when they come into the adult class, they already know the first half of the form. Anyway, that is the Kempo Karate for Christ Red Stripe curriculum. Thank you.